Welcome to How to Take Control of Your Emotions. This book is your step-by-step guide to understanding and mastering your emotions to live a more fulfilling and balanced life. Imagine a life where you are in control of how you feel, no matter what situations come your way. How freeing would that be? This book aims to help you achieve just that. Many of us struggle with our emotions at some point in our lives. We might feel overwhelmed by anger, sadness, or stress. Sometimes we can feel helpless, as if our emotions are controlling us rather than the other way around. The good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power to change how you feel and how you respond to life's challenges. This book will walk you through simple, effective strategies to understand your emotions better and, more importantly, take control of them. Here's how you'll benefit by reading How to Take Control of Your Emotions. 1. Understand your emotions. Learn the basics of what emotions are, why we have them, and how they work. 2. Identify emotional triggers. Discover what specific events, thoughts, or habits trigger your emotional reactions. 3. Tools and techniques. Gain access to effective tools and techniques to manage and transform your emotions. 4. Boost emotional intelligence. Improve your ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as empathize with others. 5. Build resilience. Learn how to bounce back faster from setbacks and challenges. 6. Develop positive thinking. Shift your mindset to embrace positivity and constructive thought patterns. 7. Healthy coping mechanisms. Discover healthy ways to cope with stress, anxiety, and other challenging emotions. 8. Improved relationships. Enhance your interpersonal skills and build stronger, more positive relationships. 9. Increased productivity. By mastering your emotions, you'll be able to focus better and increase your overall productivity. 10. Live a happier, fulfilling life. Ultimately, the aim is to help you lead a happier, more satisfying life by having control over your emotional state. Through relatable examples and practical exercises, this book will guide you on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Whether you are dealing with everyday stress, striving for personal growth, or seeking to improve your relationships, the insights and techniques shared in this book will be invaluable. Are you ready to take control of your emotions and transform your life? Let's begin this journey together. Chapter 1. Understanding Emotions. Introduction. Welcome to the first chapter of your journey towards a more empowered and fulfilling life. Before we delve into the myriad techniques and strategies that can help you take control of your world, it's essential to have a firm understanding of one of the most fundamental aspects of our human experience: emotions. Emotions are like the tides of the ocean, constantly ebbing and flowing. They are an integral part of what makes us human, driving our behaviors, influencing our thoughts, and shaping our experiences. In this chapter, we will explore what emotions are, understand their purpose, and learn how they impact our lives. By the end of this chapter, you will have a solid foundation that will help you navigate your emotional landscape with greater ease and confidence. What are emotions? Emotions are complex psychological states that involve three distinct components: a subjective experience, a physiological response, and a behavioral or expressive response. Simply put, emotions are the feelings we have in response to different situations, people, and events. Imagine you get an unexpected promotion at work. You might feel a rush of happiness and excitement. Your heart might start racing, and you might even leap out of your chair and shout with joy. This combination of feelings, bodily reactions, and actions forms your emotional response. Similarly, if you have an argument with a friend, you might feel sadness or anger. Your muscles may tense up and you may frown or speak loudly. Again, this is your body's way of responding to the emotional stimulus. The purpose of emotions. Every emotion, no matter how pleasant or unpleasant, serves a specific purpose. Emotions are like internal signals that provide us with valuable information about our surroundings and our inner world. Let's break down the purpose of emotions into manageable pieces. 1. Survival. Emotions like fear prompt us to take action to protect ourselves from danger. For instance, if you're walking at night and hear an unexpected noise, fear can make you more alert and ready to react. 2. Decision-making. Emotions play a crucial role in decision-making processes. Positive emotions can drive us towards favorable outcomes, while negative emotions can signal us to reevaluate our choices. 3. Communication. Emotions help us communicate with others. A smile can convey friendliness and warmth, while tears can indicate sadness and a need for comfort. 4. Learning and memory. Emotions are closely linked to our memories. Emotional experiences tend to be more vividly remembered, helping us learn from past events and shape future behaviors. How emotions impact our lives. Emotions are powerful and can significantly impact every aspect of our lives, from our health and well-being to our relationships and achievements. Here's how. 1. Physical health. Positive emotions like joy and gratitude can enhance our physical health by lowering stress levels and boosting our immune system. On the other hand, chronic negative emotions like anxiety and anger can contribute to health issues such as heart disease and high blood pressure. 2. Mental health. A balanced emotional life contributes to good mental health. Being able to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions helps reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. 3. Relationships. Emotions are the glue that binds our relationships. Understanding and managing our emotions can lead to more harmonious interactions with family, friends, and colleagues. 4. Achieving goals. Emotions can be powerful motivators. Positive emotions can drive us towards achieving our goals, while negative emotions, if managed correctly, can provide valuable feedback and spark necessary changes. The naturalness of emotions. It's essential to acknowledge that emotions are a natural and unavoidable part of life. They do not define who we are. Rather, they provide us with crucial information about our internal and external worlds. The goal is not to eliminate emotions, but to understand and manage them effectively. Consider this. If you feel anxious before a big presentation, you might initially think it's a negative experience. However, that anxiety can be seen as a signal that you care about the outcome and want to perform well. By recognizing this, you can channel that anxious energy into preparation and focus, turning a potentially negative emotion into a constructive force. Conclusion. In this chapter, we have laid the groundwork for understanding the profound influence emotions have on our lives. Emotions are not our enemies. They are guides that can help us navigate the world. By appreciating their purpose and impact, we can start to manage them effectively and constructively. As we move forward, remember that emotions are tools. With the right approach, you can learn to wield these tools to carve out a life filled with more joy, resilience, and fulfillment. So take a deep breath and keep an open mind as we continue this journey together. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of awareness and how becoming more attuned to your emotions can be the first step toward mastering them. Let's embark on this empowering path together. Chapter 2. The Power of Awareness. Emotional awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room. It helps us see clearly what's going on inside us, making it easier to navigate our lives. In this chapter, we will explore the critical importance of understanding our emotions, learn how to recognize them, and identify what triggers them. This knowledge can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling life. Why emotional awareness matters. Let's imagine emotions as colors on a painter's palette. Just as different colors can evoke various feelings and set different moods in a painting, our emotions shape our experiences and reactions. Emotional awareness means being able to identify these colors in real time and understanding how they blend to form the bigger picture of our lives. When we are aware of our emotions, we have the power to make better decisions, improve our relationships, reduce stress and anxiety, enhance our overall well-being. Recognizing your emotions. The first step towards emotional awareness is to recognize what you are feeling. This may sound simple, but in the hustle and bustle of daily life, we often push our emotions to the background. Here are some simple exercises to help you start recognizing your emotions. Exercise Emotion Journal. 1. Set aside time. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit quietly and reflect. 2. Write it down. Note down any emotions you felt during the day. Were you happy, sad, angry, anxious, or excited? 3. Describe the emotion. Go a step further and describe the emotion. Was it a slight irritation or a raging anger? Was it a mild contentment or overwhelming joy? Example. Let's say you had a stressful day at work. Instead of just writing, "I felt stressed," you might elaborate. In the morning, I felt anxious because of the tight deadline. In the afternoon, I became frustrated when my colleague didn't meet his part of the project. By the evening, I felt utterly exhausted and overwhelmed. This detailed reflection helps you connect more deeply with your emotions and identify patterns in your feelings. Understanding your triggers. Emotions don't emerge out of nowhere. They have triggers. Understanding what sets off certain emotions in you is crucial in managing them effectively. Exercise Trigger Tracker. 1. Identify the trigger. Recall moments when you felt a strong emotion and write down the event or situation that triggered it. 2. Connect the dots. Start noting if certain triggers appear repeatedly. 3. Assess the context. Consider the environment, people, and time of day when these emotions occurred. Example. Perhaps you notice that you often feel anxious during meetings with your boss. By identifying this as a trigger, you can start digging deeper. Is it something about his communication style? Do you feel unprepared? Did you have a bad experience in a similar situation in the past? Once you understand your triggers, you can begin taking steps to manage or avoid them, thereby reducing unfavorable emotional responses. Practical tools for emotional awareness. In addition to journaling and tracking, here are a few more practical tools to enhance your emotional awareness. Mindfulness meditation. Meditation helps you pause and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice creates a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose how to react rather than just reacting impulsively. Simple practice. 1. Find a quiet spot. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. 2. Focus on your breath. Close your eyes and pay attention to your breath as it goes in and out. 3. Notice your thoughts. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. 4. Acknowledge feelings. Notice any emotions that come up. Name them. I feel anxious, I feel happy, and so on. Just acknowledge and let them go. Body scanning. Our body often reflects our emotional state. By becoming aware of physical sensations, we can gain insights into our emotions. Simple practice. 1. Lie down or sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. 2. Scan your body. Start from your toes and slowly move up to your head. 3. Notice sensations. Pay attention to any areas of tension, discomfort, or ease. For instance, tight shoulders might indicate stress, while a relaxed forehead might signal calm. Combining these practices with regular emotional check-ins can greatly enhance your emotional awareness. Conclusion. Awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. By recognizing our emotions and understanding their triggers, we gain valuable insights into ourselves. This awareness empowers us to make better choices, build stronger relationships, and lead more fulfilling lives. Embark on this journey with curiosity and patience. The more you practice, the more attuned you'll become to your emotional landscape, allowing you to navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Chapter 3. Taking Responsibility. Embracing the power within. In the vast journey of life, emotions often appear uncontrollable. Yet the truth lies in our ability to take charge of how we respond to these emotions, rather than feeling like mere victims to them. Taking responsibility for your emotional state means acknowledging that you hold the keys to control your responses, no matter what external challenges come your way. The choice is yours. Let's consider a typical scenario. You're driving home after a long day at work. Suddenly a car cuts you off. It's easy to feel immediate anger. In that moment you might feel like your emotions control you, but it's actually quite the opposite. The choice of how to react is yours. You can let anger take over, honk, yell, and intensify your stress. Or you can take a deep breath, recognize the irritation, and decide to let the moment pass without it spoiling your day. Owning your emotions. Taking responsibility starts with understanding that your emotions are deeply tied to your decisions. Imagine if, every time something upsetting happened, you paused for a moment and asked yourself, how do I want to respond to this? That single question places you in a position of power. It shifts you from being passive to being active in the face of your emotions. Practical steps to take control. 1. Pause and reflect. Give yourself a few moments to breathe and reflect whenever you face a situation that triggers a strong emotional response. This pause allows you to think before reacting impulsively. 2. Identify the emotion. Naming what you feel can significantly change how you handle it. Are you angry, frustrated, sad, or disappointed? Identifying the emotion helps in addressing it constructively. 3. Choose your response. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you choose to respond that matters. Consider the possible outcomes of various responses, and choose the one that aligns with your long-term well-being. Example, work stress. Imagine you're at a crucial meeting. Your boss critiques your report in front of everyone. Immediate feelings of anger, embarrassment, or frustration might arise. Owning your emotions means not allowing these feelings to dictate your actions right away. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge your feelings and choose a response that upholds your professionalism. Perhaps later in private, you could seek feedback and clarify any misunderstandings. Personal responsibility builds stronger relationships. Taking responsibility for your emotional responses doesn't only benefit you, it also strengthens your relationships. When you control your reactions, it opens the door to more respectful and understanding interactions with others. Instead of reacting defensively or aggressively, you cultivate a space of calm and reason. Action exercise. Daily emotion journal. Start a daily journal where you write down moments that triggered strong emotions throughout your day. Reflect on how you responded, what you could have done differently, and commit to making small changes. Over time, this practice will help you see patterns and areas for improvement. Conclusion: liberation through responsibility. The essence of taking responsibility for your emotions is empowerment. It's about realizing that while you can't always control external events, you have unlimited potential to choose your internal responses. This self-awareness and self-regulation are keys to a more fulfilling and balanced life. As you continue your journey of personal growth, remember that taking responsibility for your emotional state is a daily practice. It won't always be easy, and it requires mindfulness and dedication. Yet the rewards, including emotional freedom, strengthened relationships, and a more empowered life, are immeasurable. So, embrace the power within you and choose to live every day with intention and responsibility. Chapter 4. Reframe your mind. Introduction. Imagine you've worn the same old pair of glasses for years. The lenses are scratched, dusty, and tinted slightly grey. Everything you see through these glasses appears dull and uninspiring. Now, imagine putting on a new pair of glasses with clear, bright lenses. Everything around you appears more vivid, beautiful, and full of possibilities. This is what reframing your mind is all about, shifting your perspective to transform your emotions and, consequently, your life. What is reframing? Reframing is the skill of looking at a situation from a different angle to change your emotions about it. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you interpret it. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and by adjusting those thoughts, you can shift from negative feelings to positive ones. The power of perspective. Lisa was an office worker who dreaded her daily commute. She felt stressed, trapped, and unhappy every morning as she fought through traffic. One day, her friend suggested she use her commute time to listen to audiobooks and podcasts, subjects she was passionate about but never had time to explore. Lisa followed the advice, and her once dreaded commute became a valuable me-time segment of her day. She arrived at work feeling enriched and fulfilled. Lisa's story demonstrates how changing your perspective can shift emotions. By reframing her commute time as a chance for personal development, she transformed stress into satisfaction. Real-life example: turning failures into stepping stones. John had always dreamed of running his own bakery. He saved up, opened his shop, but unfortunately the business failed within a year. At first, John felt devastated and saw this as a personal failure. However, after some reflection, he chose to reframe the situation. John started looking at his failed bakery not as the end, but as a learning experience. He analyzed what went wrong, improved his business strategies, and later opened a newer, more successful bakery. By reframing his failure as feedback, John turned a negative situation into a positive outcome. How to reframe your thoughts. 1. Identify negative thoughts. The first step to reframing is recognizing when you're having negative thoughts. Be aware of moments when you feel stressed, anxious, or unhappy. 2. Question your thoughts. Once identified, question the validity of these negative thoughts. Are they based on facts or assumptions and fears? For example, if you think, "I always mess things up," ask yourself, is this true in every situation or just in some instances? 3. Find an alternative perspective. Think of other ways to view the situation. If you lose a job, instead of thinking, "I'm a failure," replace it with, "This is an opportunity to find something even better." 4. Create a positive spin. Turn the negative into a positive. If you failed a test, instead of thinking, "I am stupid," try, "This is a chance for me to understand what I need to work on and improve." Simple techniques for reframing. 1. Gratitude journal. Keep a journal where you write down things you are grateful for every day. This practice makes it easier to shift focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life. 2. Challenge catastrophic thinking. Often our minds jump to the worst-case scenario. Learn to challenge this by asking, is this really likely to happen? What are some more realistic outcomes? 3. Perspective. Talk to a trusted friend about your thoughts and allow them to offer a different perspective. Sometimes an outside view can shed light on new ways to perceive your situation. 4. Mindful observation. Spend a few minutes each day observing your thoughts and emotions from a distance, as if you were an objective bystander. This practice can help you gain control over emotional reactions by not immediately identifying with them. Conclusion. Reframing your mind is about choosing a lens that serves you better. Negative situations and emotions will always come and go, but by mastering the art of reframing, you empower yourself to transform negativity into strength and growth. Remember, you hold the power to change your perspective and thereby change your life. In the words of Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. The way you interpret events shapes your reality. Choose a perspective that serves you, fuels you, and empowers you to be the best version of yourself. Reframe, reimagine, and rejuvenate your mind to awaken the giant within you. Chapter 5. Positive Thinking Habits. The Power of Positive Thinking. Positive thinking is more than a feel-good term. It's a powerful tool that can transform your life. When you choose to focus on the positive aspects of situations, you train your mind to seek solutions rather than fixate on problems. This shift in perspective can open up new opportunities you might have otherwise missed. Imagine you're walking into a forest. If you focus solely on the shadows and thorns, you'll miss the beauty of the trees, the melody of the birds, and the scent of fresh pine. Positive thinking works much like this. By changing your focus, you change your experience. Practical positive thinking habits. 1. Start your day with gratitude. What to do? Each morning, take a few minutes to think about 3 things you're grateful for. Why it works. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It sets a positive tone for the day. For example, be grateful for your health, the supportive people in your life, or even the fresh cup of coffee you enjoy each morning. 2. Use positive affirmations. What to do? Create a list of positive affirmations that resonate with you. Repeat them daily, especially when you feel challenged. Why it works. Affirmations help reprogram your subconscious mind. If you tell yourself, "I am capable and strong," you're more likely to act in ways that reflect that belief. For instance, if you have an important presentation, affirming "I am confident and prepared" can help ease your nerves. 3. Surround yourself with positivity. What to do? Seek out positive influences, whether they're people, books, or environments. Spending time with upbeat friends, reading inspirational stories, and visiting places that make you happy can have a profound impact. Why it works. Your environment can elevate or drag down your mood. If you're often around negativity, you're likely to adopt a negative mindset. Conversely, positivity begets positivity. Picture a plant. It will thrive in sunlight and wither in darkness. People are quite similar. 4. Turn negative thoughts around. What to do? Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop and find a positive angle. For example, if you think, "I can't do this," reframe it to, "This is challenging, but I can learn and improve." Why it works. This habit trains your brain to seek out the positive. Failure is redefined as a learning opportunity. For instance, if you didn't get the job you wanted, rather than thinking, "I'm not good enough," consider, "This is a chance to find an even better fit." 5. Practice mindfulness. What to do? Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine. This could be as simple as focusing on your breath for a few minutes or taking a mindful walk. Why it works. Mindfulness keeps you in the present moment. When you're present, you're less likely to dwell on past regrets or future anxieties. For example, while eating, focus on the flavors and textures rather than rushing through your meal. 6. Find humor in life. What to do? Allow yourself to laugh and find humor in everyday situations. Watching a funny video or recalling a humorous event can lighten your mood. Why it works. Laughter reduces stress and improves your outlook. It acts as a natural antidote to negativity. Picture a stressful day. Having a good laugh can help you handle it more gracefully. When you spill coffee on your shirt, instead of getting upset, laugh about how you'll remember this every time you drink coffee. 7. Limit exposure to negativity. What to do? Be mindful of your media consumption and limit exposure to negative news or toxic environments. Why it works? A constant diet of negative news can skew your worldview to see only problems. Balancing it with positive stories can offer a more balanced perspective. Instead of binge-watching a distressing series, choose something uplifting or educational. 8. Use visualization. What to do? Visualize your goals and dreams in vivid detail. Imagine yourself achieving them and the emotions that come with success. Why it works? Visualization creates a mental roadmap for success. Your brain becomes primed to bring these visions to reality. For example, if you dream of running a marathon, visualize crossing the finish line, feeling strong and accomplished. This can boost your motivation to train hard and stay committed. Conclusion. Building positive thinking habits is like cultivating a garden. It requires daily attention and care. By incorporating these habits into your life, you can create a more positive and fulfilling existence. Remember, the thoughts you water are the ones that grow. Choose to nourish positivity and watch how your life blooms. Chapter 6. Emotion and Action. Understanding the connection. Emotions and actions are intricately linked, forming a powerful duo that shapes your life's journey. Imagine your emotions as the fuel in a car and your actions as the drive. Without one, the other cannot function properly. When you feel happy, motivated, or inspired, your actions are aligned with these feelings, propelling you toward your goals. Conversely, when emotions such as anger, sadness, or fear dominate, your actions often reflect these negative states, affecting your progress and well-being. To cultivate a life of happiness and success, it's crucial to understand how emotions influence your actions and how you can steer them in a positive direction. Let's dive into practical steps you can take to align your emotions and actions. Harnessing positive emotions. Positive emotions have the power to elevate our actions. Here's how to harness them effectively. 1. Gratitude practice. Begin each day by noting down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act can shift your mindset from lack to abundance, thus influencing your actions to be more positive and productive. For instance, acknowledging your good health might encourage you to take a daily walk, boosting your energy and productivity. 2. Visualization. Spend a few minutes visualizing the successful completion of your goals. If you're working on a big project, close your eyes and picture its successful completion. Imagine the satisfaction you'll feel, the accolades you'll receive, and the relief of a job well done. This visualization can trigger positive emotions that energize your actions toward making that vision a reality. Managing negative emotions. Negative emotions are inevitable but not invincible. Learn to manage and transform them. 1. Mindful breathing. Whenever you're overwhelmed by negative emotions, take a moment to practice mindful breathing. Close your eyes, inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a few seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This calms your nervous system, bringing clarity to your mind and preventing hasty, emotionally driven actions. 2. Emotional expression. It's essential to express rather than suppress negative emotions. Talk to a trusted friend, or write in a journal about what you're feeling and why. This verbal or written expression can act as an emotional release, helping you process and deflate the negativity, leading to more constructive actions. Taking proactive steps. Being proactive rather than reactive leads to emotional stability and constructive actions. Here's how you can take proactive steps. 1. Set clear intentions. Each morning, set a clear intention for the day. An intention acts as a guiding star for your emotions and actions. For instance, if you set the intention to practice patience, this anchors your day emotionally, and your actions naturally align to uphold this intention, even when challenges arise. 2. Daily self-care. Consistently engage in activities that nurture your emotional well-being. This could be exercise, meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. When you take care of your emotional health, you set a foundation for positive actions throughout the day. Transforming emotions into actionable steps. Transforming emotions into constructive actions requires conscious effort and continuous practice. Here are actionable steps to help you get started. 1. Identify triggers. Be aware of what triggers strong emotions in you. If a particular situation at work always frustrates you, recognize this pattern. Your awareness allows you to prepare an appropriate action plan for when you encounter these triggers. 2. Develop an emotional action plan. Once you've identified your emotional triggers, create an actionable plan. For example, if public speaking makes you anxious, your action plan might involve practicing your speech multiple times, visualizing a successful presentation, and engaging in deep breathing exercises shortly before speaking. Cultivating emotional resilience. Strengthening the link between emotion and action builds emotional resilience, giving you the ability to bounce back from challenges and keep striving for your goals. By regularly practicing these strategies, you'll become better equipped to manage your emotions and direct your actions toward positive outcomes. Remember, emotions are a powerful force that, when understood and harnessed correctly, can propel you towards success and fulfillment. Embrace your emotions, take proactive steps to manage them, and watch as your actions create a life you love. Chapter 7. Building Emotional Resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs. There are joyous moments and times of sorrow. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Building emotional resilience is about developing the inner strength to bounce back from setbacks and maintain emotional health, even when challenges knock on our door. What is emotional resilience? Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations and crises. It means being able to roll with the punches and not letting failure define you or heavy emotions keep you from moving forward. Picture a rubber ball. When you throw it against a wall, it doesn't break, it bounces back. That's what you want to be like emotionally. Techniques to build emotional resilience. 1. Practice self-reflection. Take time every day to reflect on your emotions. Ask yourself questions like, why am I feeling this way? And what can I learn from this experience? Writing in a journal can help. For example, if you lost your job, write about your feelings, what led up to the event, and any potential silver linings. This can help you process your emotions and see the situation from different angles. 2. Develop a positive mindset. Maintaining a positive outlook doesn't mean ignoring the tough stuff. It's about recognizing the good in situations. Imagine a friend who is going through a tough breakup. Instead of seeing only loss, they can choose to see the opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. 3. Build a support network. You don't have to go through tough times alone. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, friends, family, mentors. Share your struggles with them, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember, just as a tree grows stronger with the support of its roots, we grow stronger with the support of others. 4. Practice self-care. Take care of your body and mind. Eat well, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. Additionally, engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, like reading, walking in nature, or practicing meditation. When you're physically and mentally healthy, you're better equipped to handle emotional stress. 5. Set realistic goals. Setting goals gives your life direction and a sense of purpose, but ensure your goals are realistic and achievable. Break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate small victories along the way. For instance, if you aim to run a marathon, start by celebrating the achievement of running a mile without stopping. 6. Learn from past experiences. Reflect on past challenges and how you overcame them. What strategies worked? What could have been better? Use these lessons to handle current and future stressors. For instance, if you once found solace in creative activities during a stressful period, revisit painting or writing when times get tough again. 7. Nurture optimism. Optimism is about expecting good things to happen and seeing the brighter side of life. Practice gratitude daily. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple act can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right. 8. Develop problem-solving skills. When faced with a problem, break it down into smaller parts. Identify possible solutions, weigh their pros and cons, and then take action. Being proactive in tackling issues can reduce feelings of helplessness and build confidence in your ability to navigate challenges. 9. Accept change as part of life. Change is inevitable. The sooner you accept this, the easier it becomes to adapt. Think about times in your life when change led to positive outcomes. This can help you view future changes with less fear and more curiosity. 10. Practice emotional regulation. Learn to manage your emotions rather than being managed by them. This involves techniques like deep breathing exercises, mindfulness, and grounding exercises. When you feel overwhelmed, take a few deep breaths, focus on the present moment, and calm your mind. Real-world example: John's journey to resilience. John faced a series of setbacks. He lost his job and his relationship ended. Initially, he felt overwhelmed and defeated, but John decided to take control of his emotional health. He began journaling to reflect on his feelings, sought support from his friends, and maintained a daily exercise routine to boost his physical and mental well-being. John set a realistic goal of updating his resume and applying to at least 3 jobs a week. He also took up painting, a childhood hobby, to find joy and relaxation. Despite the difficulties, John chose to expect good things and eventually found a job that he loves. John's journey shows that with the right strategies and mindset, it's possible to emerge stronger from life's challenges. Conclusion: building emotional resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning to thrive despite them. By practicing self-reflection, maintaining a positive mindset, seeking support, and engaging in self-care, you can develop the inner strength to bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks. Remember, resilience is a journey, not a destination. Each step taken strengthens your emotional core and prepares you for the future. So take charge today and build the emotional resilience that will carry you through life's storms. In the next chapter, we will explore how empathy and relationships play crucial roles in our emotional well-being. Stay tuned, and let's continue this journey of personal growth and emotional mastery together. Chapter 8: Empathy and Relationships. Imagine your life as a journey through a vast forest. Along the way, you meet travelers from all walks of life. Some come from sunny clearings, others from dark, windy glades. To truly connect, you must understand the paths they've walked, even if only by the echoes their footsteps leave behind. This understanding of others' feelings, experiences, and perspectives is called empathy. The role of empathy in relationships. Empathy is more than just a buzzword. It is the foundation of meaningful connections. By genuinely trying to understand what others are going through, you can create a bridge that connects hearts and builds trust. When you're empathetic, you build trust. People feel safe to share their true thoughts and feelings. You enhance communication. Understanding makes it easier to talk and listen openly. You strengthen bonds. Recognizing someone's emotions makes them feel valued, deepening your connection. Relationships are like plants. They need care, attention, and the right environment to grow. Empathy is the sunlight that nourishes relationships, making them vibrant and healthy. Understanding others' emotions. To develop empathy, start by tuning into the emotions of others. Let's illustrate this with an example. Suppose you have a friend named Jack. One day, Jack seems unusually quiet and withdrawn. Instead of assuming he is being rude or unfriendly, take a moment to consider other possibilities. Perhaps Jack had a tough day at work or received some bad news. By approaching Jack with empathy and asking, "Hey, you seem down today. Do you want to talk about it?" you open the door for understanding and support. Techniques to build empathy. 1. Active listening. Exercise. The next time you're in a conversation, practice active listening. This means really focusing on the speaker, making eye contact, and avoiding the temptation to interrupt or think about your response while they're talking. Reflect on what they said and offer a thoughtful reaction. Example: during a team brainstorming session, listen to each member's ideas without interrupting. Summarize their points and provide feedback, highlighting their contributions. 2. Perspective taking. Exercise. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. Imagine what it would be like to live their day-to-day life. What challenges do they face? What brings them joy? Example: think about your colleague balancing work and family commitments. Consider how a tight deadline might affect them differently than it does you. 3. Expressing empathy verbally. Exercise. Practice expressing empathy in your daily interactions. Use phrases like, "I understand how you feel," or "that sounds really tough." Example: if a friend shares that they are feeling overwhelmed, respond with, "It sounds like you have a lot on your plate. I can't imagine how stressful that must be for you." Building stronger connections. Strong empathetic connections are not built overnight. They require continuous effort and genuine concern for the well-being of others. 1. Show genuine interest. Ask about their day. Show curiosity about their passions and concerns. 2. Be present. Give undivided attention during conversations. Avoid distractions like phones or TV when someone is sharing something important. 3. Provide support. Offer help when someone is struggling. Celebrate their successes, no matter how small. Exercises to enhance empathy. Daily empathy journal. Every day, write about one interaction where you practiced empathy. Reflect on the following. How did you show empathy? How did the other person react? How did it make you feel? Empathy walk. Choose a public place like a park or cafe. Observe people around you and imagine their emotions and experiences based on their posture, expressions, and actions. Remember, the goal is to practice putting yourself in someone's shoes, not to judge or make assumptions. Conclusion. Empathy is a powerful tool in nurturing relationships. It helps us connect on a deeper level, fosters mutual respect, and builds trust. By actively practicing empathy, you'll notice your relationships becoming more fulfilling and rewarding. Remember, while empathy begins with understanding others, it ultimately transforms you, opening your heart to a world rich with diverse experiences and emotions. Embrace the gift of empathy and let it illuminate the path of meaningful human connection. Chapter 9. The Influence of Environment. Introduction. Imagine walking into a room filled with laughter, bright colors, and uplifting music. How do you feel? Now picture stepping into a cluttered, dimly lit room where everyone seems stressed or sad. Your surroundings have a powerful impact on your emotions. This chapter, The Influence of Environment, delves into how the spaces we inhabit and the people we interact with can shape our emotional well-being. Our physical surroundings. The places where we spend our time can significantly affect our mood and energy levels. A clean, organized, and aesthetically pleasing space can evoke feelings of calm and happiness, while a chaotic environment may contribute to feelings of anxiety and stress. For example, let's consider a young individual named Alex who works from home. Initially, Alex worked in a small, cluttered room with poor lighting and no separation between personal and professional space. As a result, Alex often felt overwhelmed and unproductive. Recognizing the impact, Alex decided to revamp the workspace by cleaning up, adding better lighting, and creating a distinct area just for work. This simple change transformed Alex's outlook, leading to increased motivation and a more positive attitude. The power of people. The people we surround ourselves with are equally crucial. Positive, supportive, and like-minded individuals can uplift and motivate us, while negative, critical voices can drag us down. Surrounding ourselves with the right people can provide emotional support, encouragement, and inspiration. Consider Lee, an aspiring writer. Initially, Lee shared his ambitions with a group that often dismissed his dreams as unrealistic. Their negative input drained his confidence and creativity. Realizing the negative influence, Lee sought out a writers' group that offered constructive feedback and encouragement. The difference was palpable. With the encouragement and camaraderie, Lee's confidence soared, and he became more dedicated to his craft. Creating a supportive environment. How can we foster a supportive environment both physically and socially? Here are some strategies. 1. Evaluate your space. Take a critical look at your surroundings. Identify areas that might be contributing to stress or discomfort. Ask yourself what changes could make your environment more pleasant and conducive to your well-being. 2. Declutter and organize. An organized space can clear your mind. Remove unnecessary items and store things where they belong. Make your space functional and visually appealing. 3. Incorporate positive elements. Add elements that bring joy. It could be anything from plants to artwork, or even a cherished photo. Create a space that reflects positivity and inspiration. 4. Assess your social circles. Observe the people you interact with regularly. Do they uplift you or do they bring you down? It may be time to distance yourself from negative influences and seek out those who offer support and positivity. 5. Seek like-minded groups. Join communities or groups that share your interests and values. Surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you. Minimizing negative influences. While creating a supportive environment is essential, minimizing negative influences is equally important. Here are some tips. 1. Set boundaries. Learn to set boundaries with individuals who drain your energy. This doesn't mean severing ties, but rather establishing limits on your interactions. 2. Limit exposure to negativity. Whether it's certain people, news, or social media, consciously limit exposure to sources of negativity. Curate your environment to maintain emotional well-being. 3. Focus on solutions. When facing negativity, shift your focus from the problem to finding solutions. This proactive approach can minimize the emotional impact of negative situations. 4. Practice positive affirmations. Counter negativity with positive self-talk. Remind yourself of your strengths and achievements regularly. Conclusion. Recognizing the influence of our environment is critical for emotional well-being. By creating supportive, uplifting surroundings and consciously choosing the company we keep, we can foster a positive emotional state. Remember, the goal is to build an environment that doesn't hinder, but propels you towards greater emotional control and personal growth. Take a moment to evaluate your environment. What changes can you make today to enhance your space and the company you keep? As you make these changes, you'll find yourself becoming more resilient, motivated, and emotionally balanced. Your environment is more powerful than you may realize, and it's within your power to shape it for a more fulfilling life. Chapter 10. Living with Emotional Control. Congratulations! You've journeyed through the realms of your emotions, transformed your thinking, and built resilience. Now, it's time to bring everything together and start living a balanced, fulfilling life by embracing emotional control. This chapter will guide you through sustaining the practices you've learned and integrating them into your daily life. The roadmap to emotional mastery. Every action we take is driven by our emotions. To live with emotional control means to steer these emotions in a direction that benefits us rather than hinders us. It means experiencing life with a clear, focused mind and a resilient heart. Recognize and acknowledge your emotions. The first step to living with emotional control is recognizing and acknowledging your emotions. Whether you're feeling joy, anger, sadness, or excitement, acknowledge those feelings without judgment. This awareness allows you to understand why you feel a certain way and how to respond to it effectively. Example: imagine you're stuck in traffic and frustration starts to build. Recognize this emotion. I am feeling frustrated because I am stuck in traffic and may be late. Once identified, this awareness can help you decide your next course of action, like listening to your favorite music or planning a mental list of tasks to tackle later. Practice mindful awareness. Being aware isn't just about recognizing your emotions, but also observing how they fluctuate throughout the day. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without getting consumed by it. It's about observing your emotional responses and making conscious choices. Example: when you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to pause and breathe. Notice the thoughts running through your mind and your body's reactions. By doing so, you can prevent impulsive decisions and respond in a calmer, more deliberate manner. Take responsibility and act. Living with emotional control requires that you take responsibility for your emotions. No one else controls how you feel. Only you have that power. This means owning up to your feelings and making proactive steps to change or manage them. Example: if you feel stressed about a looming deadline, avoid blaming external factors. Instead, take responsibility by planning your tasks, setting a priority list, and taking breaks to maintain a sharp focus without burning out. Reframe and shift perspectives. Sometimes our emotional reactions stem from a fixed perspective. By reframing the situation, you can alter your emotional response. Ask yourself, is there another way to look at this? Changing your viewpoint can transform a negative situation into a learning opportunity. Example: if you didn't get the promotion you wanted, reframe it as a chance to develop your skills further. Maybe this is a sign to refine your goals or to highlight areas where you can improve instead of feeling discouraged. Build positive thinking habits. Incorporating positive thinking into your daily routine can drastically improve your emotional control. Challenge negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Cultivate gratitude by reflecting on things you are thankful for each day. Example: in the morning, start your day with positive affirmations like, I am capable and prepared to handle whatever comes my way. Before bed, write down 3 things that went well during the day or things you're grateful for. Link emotions with actions. Understand that emotions and actions are deeply linked. Encourage yourself to take actions that foster positive emotions. Engaging in activities that align with your values can generate feelings of satisfaction and fulfillment. Example: if helping others brings you joy, volunteer for a cause you care about. This will not only boost your happiness, but also serve as a means of positively influencing your emotional state. Build emotional resilience. Embrace challenges and setbacks as part of life's growth process. Emotional resilience doesn't mean avoiding tough emotions, but rather facing them head-on and bouncing back stronger. Resilience will guide you through life's ups and downs with grace and fortitude. Example: if a project at work fails, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Analyze what went wrong, make necessary adjustments, and apply those lessons to future endeavors. Cultivate empathy and strengthen relationships. Empathy allows you to connect with others on an emotional level, fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships. Strong relationships provide emotional support and create a nurturing environment for personal growth. Example: when a friend shares their struggles, listen empathetically. Validate their feelings and offer support without trying to fix the problem immediately. This strengthens your bond and enriches both your emotional experiences. Create a positive environment. Finally, surround yourself with environments that uplift and energize you. This includes your physical space, the people you spend time with, and the media you consume. Positive environments reinforce your emotional control and overall well-being. Example: design your workspace to inspire creativity and calmness. Fill it with things that bring you joy, like plants, artwork, or inspiring quotes. Choose to spend time with optimistic, encouraging people who motivate you to be your best self. Conclusion: embracing emotional control every day. Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding and managing them constructively. By recognizing and acknowledging your emotions, practicing mindful awareness, taking responsibility, reframing your mind, building positive thinking habits, linking emotions with actions, cultivating resilience, nurturing empathy and relationships, and creating a positive environment, you set yourself on a path to a balanced, fulfilling life. Remember, this journey is continuous. Each day presents new opportunities to practice and refine your emotional control. With persistence, patience, and the strategies you've learned from this book, you hold the power to shape your emotional landscape and live a life of harmony, happiness, and purpose. Embrace it, live it, feel it. You are in control. We have come to the end of this book. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to you for joining us today to absorb the wisdom of this incredible audiobook. We are incredibly grateful to have you as part of our community. By tuning into our audiobooks, you are not only enriching your own life, but also contributing to a ripple effect of positivity that can touch countless others. Your commitment to self-growth is both commendable and essential in these times. Remember, the power to change the world begins within each of us. We encourage you to comment below with your top learnings from this book. Let us know what resonated with you the most, and more importantly, which lessons you are planning to implement in your life. By openly declaring the new habits and principles you wish to adopt, you not only create accountability for yourself, but also inspire others in our community to strive for similar growth. Remember, sharing your breakthroughs and goals fosters a supportive network that can help you stay on track. Together, we can build an empowering circle of accountability, motivation, and success. Keep shining, keep growing, and continue spreading that incredible positive energy. Together, we can and will make this world a brighter, more beautiful place to live in. Stay motivated, stay mystic, and until next time, take care.